Hey everybody, Luann here. I wanted to quickly talk to you about some options on how to add vendors as you're doing your orders, because I know a lot of you have been mentioning that you've been struggling with sourcing flowers, and there's been the flower shortages. We all know pricing is fluctuating a lot. So I want to be as helpful as I can to try to make this as simple as possible for you as you kind of work through these challenges. So right now I've got an order up here. I just decided to do a simple Halloween party example. We're going to just order for 3 centerpieces all in one recipe. So I've just built out a quick recipe here. These flowers are not really Halloween-esque, but we're going to just go with it for the sake of being an example. So don't take this recipe too literally. So what I want to talk to y'all about is the vendor assignment. So right now, if I was to export this, it would show me the order by vendor. So let's just take a look at that real quick. If we look at this, we're going to have some flowers from Austin Flower Company, and we're going to have some flowers from Grassdale. And when we open this up and we look at the export, we're going to see that we have Austin Flower Company has 2 flowers, and then Grassdale Farm, which is a local grower here in Austin, has 2 flowers. Now, let's say we don't know exactly where these are going to come from. It's just been very up in the air. So what we want to do is just remove those. So what we can do is we can just come in here and remove the name of the vendor. And when we do that, we're going to end up with a list of all the flowers under one exported title called No Vendor. So you do have to do that for each individual one. But once you've done that and you've deleted the vendor, now you could export a list of the flowers just all in one list. There are no vendors on this event. The vendors are still listed in the flower library under these flowers, but not in this current event. So if we click submit, now what we're going to get is one list. And what you can do is just assign these as you go. So let's say you figure out that, your local grower is not able to fulfill the feverfew, and so you're going to go ahead and get that from your wholesaler as well. So maybe I need to go ahead and just take a look at it and say, okay, now I know that I'm not going to be able to get that from Grassdale, so I'm going to go ahead and assign it to Austin Flower Company. And once you assign it in the event, then you've got it listed out. The other way you could look at that is by looking at the summary page, and you can just see the flowers you have here, and you can, ask your wholesalers and your growers what is available, and then you can go into the page, click on the flower, and add the vendor name there. So AFC can get us both of these, but it turns out that these white anemones we have to special order from Mayish. So we're going to go ahead and assign that. And then the eucalyptus is something that we're going to get from our local wholesaler, Austin Flower Company. So now that we've assigned those, now when we go back in to export by vendor, you'll see that we have Mayish and AFC. And when you click on that, it's going to break it out by vendor. So if you don't want it broken out by vendor, just simply, take the vendor out of that list by removing it here. So you just click on the flower. If you're on the summary page, it's only going to let you delete the flower. So you don't want to do that. You want to be on one of the working pages, one of the pages that has the recipes, and you want to click on the flower, and then you can delete this vendor name. Once that's gone, you can have a list of all the flowers without any vendors assigned. So if you like doing that, or you have a lot of vendors to choose from, you might want to create your library without any vendors, and then you can just assign them based on each event. If you only use one wholesaler, you can leave it blank. It's really up to you, but we made this super functional so that you guys could get the most out of it. And I just wanted to show you that and how that works so that y'all could easily try to adjust based on the changes that are happening right now with the flower shortages and pricing being kind of all over the place. If there's anything I can do to help you all, please reach out, and have a great day. Thanks so much.